Hey guys, Ginger Pips here, and today I'm going to be going over the incident in Ukraine where Russia is bringing troops into Ukraine. Now, as of the 24th, they have actually already begun invading Ukraine, like as in the eastern territories along the border with Russia. Now, Russia has already annexed Crimea, so this is actually an outdated map. Crimea, this little area over here, which overlooks the Black Sea. It is one of the main port areas as far as the Black Sea. So Russia invaded them back in 2014, but I guess now they're coming back to take more territories or invade all of them. Nobody really knows exactly why this is happening. But as a crypto channel, I want to be going over what this has to do with crypto. All right, so first I want to kind of go a little bit over where all these territories came from. So this is Russian given territory, Crimea. Obviously, they took it back and annexed it illegally. Um, Now this is Polish territory given to them. Now the rest of this is what we think. This is what the Ukrainians think of as far as like, yes, as far as historical lands that they've owned for a long time. Though if we're going back more than like 100 years, then the eastern lands were more um Russian based, and then the western lands are more Norwegian based because of the Vikings attacking them back when the Viking Empire was becoming rather sparse. So Ukraine is actually a place of many different cultures, and until World War II, it was even more diversified, but due to the famine and the mass genocide of Nazi Germany, what happened is they became kind of more or less what we think of as Ukraine today, which is more of a nationality than it used to be. But Ukraine is still a rather new country because it's only been independent since the 90s. So people who are young like me don't really remember that, but people who are older might even remember USSR back at its prime. So yeah, I just wanted to go over why Russia's even invading them, which is because of the Black Sea. Over here, you can see Crimea has a good overlook of the Black Sea. And then Ukraine, another thing about it is that it has a lot of natural resources. Their mountain ranges are about kind of in the middle. There's a, let's see, there's a river that goes down it, but there's some mountains over here. So, I believe Russia's after the minerals as well as see some Black Sea territory because they did go after Crimea back in 2014, so they might try to get this coastline as well. Nobody really knows, but if that were the case, then this river would be what we could see as being annexed by Russia, which would be almost half of it, maybe actually about half of it. So anyway, that's as far as Ukraine historically speaking. Now, as far as what this means for crypto, obviously crypto has already been stumbling. If I opened up TradingView, just look at the Bitcoin's usually a good indication of what's going on. All right, so last few days it's been stumbling, but then it recovered. Or sorry, last week or so it's been stumbling, and then as soon as they Putin invaded, oh sorry, as soon as he claimed that it was confirmed that they invaded. This is the green because it was very calm, and then it's kind of forming like almost like an order block down in the lower part here. Now, mind you, this is kind of hanging on to this support line and at the $40,000 range. So we could definitely see Bitcoin go back up, break through this support, break through this resistance for good, which it's kind of acting like a support even though it's above it. It's because it's all this price movement. It's because of how close it is to the $40,000 range. Also because of the Ukrainian invasion. But all right, so just to go over a little bit as far as why this is affecting Bitcoin. First of all, markets don't like uncertainty. Second of all, is because Ukraine trade is like the European hub because, as I mentioned, a lot of people have invaded them in the past, and that's what makes them rather diversified. Also, not to mention, they're between kind of Western Europe and Eastern Europe, so they're kind of they're kind of like the stepping stone between different ideologies, which is why they're so diverse. But if you look at them though, they actually, so they do a lot of Bitcoin, but they also, like, they do a lot of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency exchanging and mining. But the other thing that they do is that they're also big and involved in traditional finance. So they have a lot of mining and such in there. They have a lot of industry, but the cryptocurrency, the fact that they're kind of like one of the capitals of cryptocurrency in the world, that's why them getting attacked is a big deal, and that's why it dropped so much following news of the pending attack. And now it's starting to recover a bit, but we might even see this stumble a bit more down to the $30,000 range. But either way, what's probably gonna happen is Bitcoin's probably gonna go up over time, even if it doesn't do so right away. All right, so now I'm gonna go over Ethereum Btc. Now, I did say that it was probably going to hold this level, and it did. If you look at the weekly, it's not really looking too good right now. It looks like it's like broken it, but the fact that it hasn't broken this level down here says that it's not really ready to go down yet. Like, it's not confirmed that it's going down yet, but it also hasn't broken this level up here. Actually, that's no longer a support. That's actually a resistance. So this candle engulfed that one, so this is now a resistance. So that means that Ethereum's actually losing control as Bitcoin's starting to go up. All right, now if you look up here, it did. This bouncing up here. This is why I set this as a trend line. Now, if you could even do this, almost, but yeah, no, like if you messed around with this for a bit, you could say that this is the trend line, but we don't really know for certain yet. So yeah, it's just kind of bouncing around, and we'll just kind of see what it does, because again, it hasn't broken this level, and it also hasn't broken this level down here, so it's not out. It's altcoins aren't quite out of it yet. Like, we might just see Ethereum rebound and break above the level as far as Ethereum, Bitcoin. So Ethereum might take over some market control. What I really want to see this time around, though, with the altcoin season, I want to see either Ethereum either get really close or break through where Bitcoin is. That would be crazy if that happened. Yeah, anyway, that's really what's going on is Bitcoin, basically TLDR, is Ukraine getting invaded is a bad thing for cryptocurrency, but now that it's confirmed what's happening, the markets are starting to recover now that there's certainty in the markets. All right, so I know that was a little bit different than what I usually do, but that's gonna be the end of the video. If you enjoyed, please like and comment. I'll see you guys in the next video.